Hey guys, it's your girl Andrea. I'm up this evening finna give you guys a word and a message. But first I want to say thank you. If I can't say it enough, thank you. And what I'm thanking you guys is for those who are following me, who's been supporting me, who's been tuning in, listening. I just want to say thank you. Y'all are the reason why I keep going. You hear me? And it's so good because I share a lot of testimonies. I share a lot of things I've been through, what God brought me out of, because I've been there. And it feels good. Now that I got this saying to pay it forward, I know y'all heard that before. I've been finding myself paying it forward every day. I've been paying it forward and it feels good. It feels good because I'm like, if God did it for me, guess what? I could bless somebody else. And it's just, it's nothing. It just feels good just to know that you can bless somebody, you know? But before I actually get into the message, I want to say for those that have been wanting to tune in, I will post a conference call. There is a number with an access code because I have people been trying to get in, call in, and somehow they can't get through. So I don't know another way to put this, but this is why I post video, because it's just giving you guys a recap on what we talked about. It ain't the actual message on what I've shared, but it's just to tell what we talked about. You know, just a little bit. I'll just give you a little something on what we spoke on. But I'm coming out of Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. For those that don't know, if you know, you know. But the word says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men." Okay? When I think of this, when I hear this message, I don't quite know the topic. I didn't really come up with a topic, but it was just talking about bland. You know, bland. But for those that know, salt is, once it's no good, you know what they do with salt? They just toss it out. I don't know if you noticed, but like they put salt on the ground when it's ice. They just use it because it's no good. You're just being trampled with by men, like they say. You just being no good. I'm gonna be transparent. And the reason why I'm sharing this word is because I've been like, Lord, lead me in a direction. Because for those that don't know, y'all know, if you know the word for yourself, it's good to know the word for yourself, but it's also good to go somewhere spiritually and get fed. Okay? And I'm being transparent because I find myself visiting, going to different churches and not fully getting fed. You know, they've been kind of too bland for me. Let me use this as an example. Have you ever been to a restaurant and maybe it was something you didn't like about it? Maybe the food wasn't good, customer service was horrible. It's just something about it. You just like, no, I'm not coming back. It's just something. Well, that's how I feel when I visit churches. And I know when it's of God. I'm going to just say that because now everything is just social media. Everything is just being for show, you know. And I've never been that type to be in the spotlight, if that makes sense. I started dancing. Actually, I've been in ministry since, 2013? And the more I grew, the more I felt I'm being led, the more he uses me. So I started to just want to dance, share his word, encouraging people, sharing the gospel, you know. And I kind of used to do it like conference. You just call. Nobody would ever see my face. But it got to the point where now I'm sharing because I'm like, I got to reach out. I got to get the people. I got to reach out to the people. And I think that's why now everything is social media now. But I still kind of want it to be behind closed doors, if that makes sense. To be honest, I remember me and my grandmother, we just be in her room. It would just be us, you know. If you want to tune, come on in, you know. So as I got older, I start to see now, it was like, oh, this is the new generation. It's things ain't like it used to be. It's new now, you know. We got to be careful. Anyway, I'm going to this message because now, like I said, I'm being transparent because now I see there were a lot of churches too bland. They were bland, you know, and it kind of pushed me away. Because ain't no way. The more I pour into people, I want to go somewhere where I get poured into. If I go to a restaurant, if I go somewhere and I'm not getting fully fed, if I'm not getting full off nothing, it's like, what's the point, you know? So I won't go back, you know? I just won't go if I'm not being fully fed. I'm just saying. So anyway, so that's why when I prayed, I said, you know what, Lord, give me a message. Give me a message. And to help. I mean, it's so much. And this just part one, y'all. So I'm like, just help me just to give a message, to help people. Because it's crazy, because like I say, I have people come to me like I have all the answers. To be honest, all of my answers are in the book, in the Bible. Okay? That's where I go. But I'm like, we got people that's lost. We got people who are yearning for you, who are wanting to, learn, grow in Christ, because they see how I done it. They're like, how did you do it? I want to know. I want to learn. And I'm like, I'm not learning. I mean, I'm not in this by myself. It takes a lot, because I pray. For those that know, y'all know I'm a big crybaby. Once I pray, I just stay tuned. I just stay focused. So I ain't really have to really be in the church, but that's no excuse, because they say we are the church, And that's true. I still stand on that. I don't have to go to the church to get fully fed. I can read the word. I can understand the word. But it's good to go fellowship with people, growing with people. And I have not been getting that. And I'm just being honest. I haven't. So I kind of fell back. Some places, some were good. But some is just like, no, when the time. Playtime is over. Okay? So anyway, sharing this message is being bland. I said all of that just to say being bland. Some of us you're just too bland. Okay? And either you're going to be the salt of the earth, or you're just not. You just lost the salt. And most of the churches lost the salt. So, saying all that is basically to where, let me see, how could I put this in a nice way? I have to say it like this. But we are all called. We're all called. Okay? And I just pray, as I'm through this journey, I just pray that God lead us in the right direction. I pray He lead us in the right direction.